Reno occupies a valley colloquially known as the Truckee Meadows. Truckee Meadows, which because of large-scale investments from Greater Seattle and San Francisco Bay Area companies, such as Amazon, Tesla, Panasonic, Microsoft, Apple, and Google, has become a new major technology center in the United States. The city is named after Civil War Union Major General Jesse Reno, who was killed in action during the American Civil War at the Battle of South Mountain. On Fox's Gap, Reno is part of the Reno-Sparks metropolitan area, the second most populous metropolitan area in Nevada after the Las Vegas Valley. Known as Greater Reno, it includes Washoe, Story, and Leo counties, as well as the state capital, Carson City. Archaeological finds place the eastern border for the prehistoric Martis people in the Reno area. As early as the mid-1850s, a few pioneers settled in the Truckee Meadows, a relatively fertile valley through which the Truckee River made its way from Lake Tahoe to Pyramid Lake. In addition to subsistence farming, these early residents could pick up business from travelers along the California Trail, which followed the Truckee westward, before branching off towards Donna Lake, where the formidable obstacle of the Sierra Nevada began. Gold was discovered in the vicinity of Virginia City in 1850, and a modest mining community developed. But the discovery of silver in 1859 at the Comstock Lode led to a mining rush, and thousands of emigrants left their homes, bound for the West, hoping to find a fortune. To provide the necessary connection between Virginia City and the California Trail, Charles W. Fuller built a log toll bridge across the Truckee River in 1859. A small community that served travelers soon grew near the bridge. After 2 years, Fuller sold the bridge to Myron C. Lake, who continued to develop the community by adding a grist mill, kiln, and livery stable to the hotel and eating house. He renamed it Lake's Crossing. Most of what is present-day western Nevada was formed as the Nevada Territory from part of Utah Territory in 1861. By January 1863, the Central Pacific Railroad had begun laying tracks east from Sacramento, California, eventually connecting with the Union Pacific Railroad at Promontory, Utah, to form the first transcontinental railroad. Lake deeded land to the CPRR in exchange for its promise to build a depot at Lake's Crossing. In 1864, Washoe County was consolidated with Roop County, and Lake's Crossing became the county's largest town. Lake had earned himself the title, founder of Reno. Once the railroad station was established, the town of Reno officially came into being on May 9, 1868. CPRR Construction Superintendent Charles Crocker named the community after Major General Jesse Lee Reno, a Union officer killed in the Civil War at the Battle of South Mountain. In 1871, Reno became the county seat of the newly expanded Washoe County, replacing the county seat in Washoe City. However, political power in Nevada remained with the mining communities, first Virginia City and later Tonopah and Goldfield. The extension of the Virginia and Truckee Railroad to Reno in 1872 provided a boost to the new city's economy. In the following decades, Reno continued to grow and prosper as a business and agricultural center and became the principal settlement on the Transcontinental Railroad between Sacramento and Salt Lake City. As the mining boom waned early in the 20th century, Nevada's centers of political and business activity shifted to the non-mining communities, especially Reno and Las Vegas. And today, the former mining metropole stand as little more than ghost towns. Despite this, Nevada is still the third largest gold producer in the world, after South Africa and Australia. The state yielded 6.9% of the world's supply in 2005 world gold production. The Reno Arch was erected on Virginia Street in 1926 to promote the upcoming Transcontinental Highways Exposition of 1927. The arch included the words, Nevada's Transcontinental Highways Exposition, and the dates of the exposition. After the exposition, the Reno City Council decided to keep the arch as a permanent downtown gateway. And Mayor E. Roberts asked the citizens of Reno to suggest a slogan for the arch. No acceptable slogan was received until a $100 prize was offered. And G. A. Burns of Sacramento was declared the winner on March 14, 1929. With Reno, the biggest little city in the world, Reno took a leap forward when the state of Nevada legalized open gambling on March 19, 1931. along with the passage of even more liberal divorce laws than places such as Hot Springs, Arkansas, offered. The statewide push for legal Nevada gaming was led by Reno entrepreneur Bill Graham, who owned the Bank Club Casino in Reno, which was on Center Street. No other state offered legalized casino gaming like Nevada had in the 1930s. And casinos such as the Bank Club and Palace were popular. A few states had legal pari mutuel horse racing, but